everyone, myself Sai Prasad, a lecturer in Allahabad High School and the Junior College. Welcome to a series of the lectures of Intermediate Second Year Maths B. We started different geometrical chapters of 2B and we also completed the calculus chapter. What did we do in our geometrical chapter? Start with the basics of circles, then system of circles, and then we did conic sections also, that is we did parabola. What was the main motive of circle? A circle is a figure in which it has a fixed point and a fixed distance around it, right? Fine, fixed point is center, fixed distance is obviously the radius. So, the group of those circles is nothing but our system of circle chapter. Then we did parabola. Parabola was the first and the foremost conic section. What was the main definition of parabola? A parabola in which eccentricity is 1, right, where SP by PM is the ratio called as eccentricity, where SP and PM are the fixed distances, and those all we know that. Whereas there are two more main conic sections, among them the first is ellipse and one more is hyperbola. Okay, see here, eccentricity is 1 for parabola. The eccentricity is less than 1 for ellipse. Eccentricity is greater than 1 for hyperbola, right? That's why you will find the difference between the shapes. This will go straight, okay, whereas ellipse it will go and it will end at a particular point, whereas the hyperbola it will go somewhere top, okay, it will be something like open space. Okay, this is complete open, this is half open, this is completely closed. Okay, fine. So, what is the main parameters we learnt in parabola? That is, we used to have the focus, vertex, right, and the next one directrix here. The same thing, but we will have in the 2 times. Okay, just we will join 2 parabolas together, then we will get a ellipse. So, how does it look? You can have a simple broad idea like this, right? Let us consider this as one parabola and this as one more parabola, right? And this is axis, right? And the next, this is one directrix, this is one more directrix. Yes, this is my x axis and this is my y axis. Is it right? Fine. Now, let us say this is the center, the same center we have there. We will have 2 focus here. The plural of focus is foci. Just remember this term. Okay, we will have one focus for parabola and foci for ellipse. Okay, similarly we will have 2 directrices for ellipse. Let us say this as L and this as L dash. Clear? Fine. For a single parabola, we have one more parameter, that is equation of axis. That is here, if it is y square equal to 4ax, we will have x axis as our axis. So, what about this? We have 2 parabolas, and not only that, we have 2 things here. One is x axis and one more is y axis. So, we can have 2 axes for an ellipse. Okay, that is, this is called as longitudinal axis and this axis is called as transverse axis. Okay, let us say this axis from origin to this A and A dash, let us say here OA as A, similarly OA dash will also be A. Okay. Next, what about this? Let us say this as B and B dash. Then this will be B and this also will be obviously B. So, the total length of a longitudinal axis will be 2A and this axis will be 2B, right? Or else simply we can tell it as this as major axis and this as minor axis. Okay, once again see here, ellipse will have 2 axes. One is major axis, one more is minor axis. Is it right? So, obviously you can tell this equation, the length of a total major axis is 2a, length of minor axis is 2b. And one more parameter you have to remember here is A is always greater than B for this kind of ellipse, right? Fine. By keeping all these things in the mind, the standard equation of ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Is it okay? This is the standard equation of ellipse, where a is the major axis and b is the minor axis. Is it clear? Do you understand? That is the main difference you have to remember here. Here if I represent it as a greater than b, then this is in this shape. What if the c is like this? Okay, if I want to represent this, then you have to specify it as a less than b. This is also an ellipse, but the major axis is on y axis and minor axis is on x axis. Is it clear? There is a main thing you have to remember for ellipse. Clear? Fine. And here one main parameter E is less than 1 for ellipse. So what is the value of E? What is the equation of directrix? What is focus and everything we are going to discuss now deeply in our derivation. Shall we start? Shall we start deriving the standard form of ellipse? Let's do. See here, a ellipse, the major thing you have to remember is two axes, right? This is the major axis and this is the minor axis. Two directrices. Let me take this as one thing and one more this. Okay, this is the normal lines and these are directrices. Okay, fine. This is my y-axis and this is x-axis. Yes, let us say this as origin, this as a dash, b dash. Let me write everything again. Now we'll have two main things. Let us assume S as focus. Okay, this S dash, it's fine. Okay, and the next, let us consider a point P on ellipse. Right? Then consider two perpendiculars of P and O on Z, I mean on this directrix L. Let us say this as M and this as Z. Is it okay? Similarly, let us consider this as Z dash. Yes or no? What all we assume? First thing, let us assume S as focus. Second, let us consider P as a point on ellipse, where the perpendiculars from P and O on this directrix be M and Z. Is it okay? Even if it is C, or most of the textbooks they represent it as C. Yes. So perpendiculars from P is M, perpendicular from C is Z. Now let us assume this CA is equal to CA dash is equal to A. Clear? And consider the major axis as x-axis, minor axis as y-axis, then obviously center will be 0, 0. These are all our assumptions, don't worry. Clear? Now join this PS, draw a perpendicular of P on x-axis as let us say some normal n. Is it okay? Fine. From here the main story starts. That is, let us consider different parameters here. Let us take SA and SA dash. Okay, let us take SA. What is SA? Can I write SA as CA minus CS? Right? Or else simply before that let me write the popular parameter E. What is E? E is eccentricity, which is nothing but SP by PM. You know this. Isn't it? Right? That is SP, this is a point. Can I write it as SA by AZ also? Obviously. So, E is nothing but SA by AZ, or else I can write as SA dash by A dash Z. Yes or no? From this, I can write SA as E into AZ, SA dash as E into A dash Z. Is it? Now let us add these both. SA plus SA dash. SA plus SA dash is equal to E into AZ plus A dash Z. Right? What is AZ? Can I write AZ as CZ minus CA? Right? AZ as CZ minus CA. Right? What is A dash Z? A dash Z is, what is it? CA dash plus CZ. Right? Clear? We know that CA and CA dash both are equal, which is A. So, I will write it as 2CZ into 2CZ. Right? What is SA plus SA dash? Just tell me. SA plus SA dash. This is total, which is 2A. Obviously, 2A equal to 2ECZ. 2 will get cancelled. I will get it as CZ as A by E, which is CZ. This point is A by E comma 0. Obviously, what is the equation of Directrix? Equation of Directrix, from this I can write equation of Directrix is, what is this? X axis. Let me write it neatly. X is equal to A by E. If I want to write equation of Directrix, then it can be X plus or minus A by E. Is it right? Fine. Similarly, let us subtract these both. What do we get? SA minus SA dash. I will get it as E into AZ minus A dash Z. So now SA can be written as CA minus CS, right? That is CA minus CS. What about SA dash? SA dash can be written as CS plus CA dash minus CS minus CA dash. Is it right? Next, here E into AZ minus A dash Z. AZ minus A dash Z. What is left? Minus AA dash. Is it clear? Now, even if you observe here, CS will get cancelled. CA minus CA dash. CA minus CA dash. What it will be? Or I'll just check here. Here it is. What is SA? SA is AA dash, or else SA can be written as CZ or else CS, CA minus CS, right? Minus SA dash can be written as CA dash minus CS. So, this will be plus and that will be minus. Obviously, here minus CS, CA dash, CA and will get cancelled since both are same, right? So, we will get it as minus 2CS is equal to minus E into AA dash. Here minus minus will get cancelled. Now, can I write CS as AE by 2, right? Or else simply you can remember here, what is AA dash? 2A. So, this is 2CS is equal to 2AE. This both will get cancelled. CS is equal to AE, right? What is S? This is focus. The point will be AE comma 0. If it is both foci, I can write it as plus or minus AE comma 0, right? Did we get directrix and focus now? Now, let us concentrate on our major equation. What is it? SP by PM. Okay. How do we do it? SP by PM is E. SP by PM is E. What is SP? The distance from P to S. Okay. What is P? Let us say X comma Y. What is S? S is A comma 0. What is the distance now? X minus A whole square plus Y square under root is equal to E into, what is PM? Perpendicular distance from point to this point line. What is the line here? X minus A by E equal to 0. Right? Now, let us substitute that. X minus A by E divided by obviously under root 1 and everything the same story. Now, let us square on both sides. What do we get? X square plus A square E square minus 2XE plus Y square is equal to, here e square into if I take e in the LCM, I will get it as ex minus a by e. Okay, so let me multiply this e here, let me write e here directly. Now square it. What do we get? E square x square plus a square minus 2aex, right? If you observe, 2aex got cancelled. Let us take all the terms to right hand side and all x terms to left hand side. So what do we get here? 1 minus e square into x square, right? Obviously, plus y square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Can I divide a square into 1 minus e square on both sides? So what do we get? X square by a square plus y square by a square into 1 minus e square is equal to 1. This is the standard form of ellipse. Now we have to assume this particular term a square. Here b square is nothing but a square into 1 minus e square. That is simple assumption. Obviously I can write the whole standard form as x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Is it clear? Fine. What did we learn here? Starting from the center of ellipse, we will assume S as the focus, A and A dash as the 2 points vertices. From here again Z is a point on directrix, M is the normal point or the perpendicular point from the any point of ellipse. Okay. So first thing we will write SA as E into A dash, AZ, SA dash as E into A dash Z. Then we will add those both, simplify, we will get the equation of directrix. If I subtract these both, we will get the equation of, the point of focus. Using those two, we will find SP by PM, okay, where that is nothing but E, and we will simplify in order to get this form where B square is A square into 1 minus E square. Clear? Did you understand? This is a basic derivation of ellipse. Hyperbola is also the same derivation we will have, except this particular term. Here we will take minus and we will write as e square minus 1, that is it. Okay, that is the only difference between ellipse and hyperbola derivation. Okay, fine. In the coming sessions we will learn the varieties of ellipse. This is a standard ellipse, we know. What if it is rotated like this, if it is shifted right, left, as we have seen in the parabola. Okay, is it clear? Fine. This is for today. Let us meet in the next session with the more problems of ellipse. Thank you.